everyone, and welcome to another episode of 24/7 Differenter. I'm your host today, Kenny Thacker, as you all know, and today I am lucky enough to have the one and only Yasmin Davidds on the show today. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming all the way from LA, not just to see me, but I'm glad we're able to get a little bit of your time while you're here in New York. How are you enjoying New York?
Oh, I love New York. I'm here at a Proud to be Latina conference, speaking about women negotiation, empowering the women, and very proud. I love New York. I could only live in New York, LA, and Miami. That's it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I love LA and Miami back in the day.
Let's not go there.
But other than that, I wish I could go back soon, but maybe sometime. So for everyone out there that don't know who you are and what you do, can you let them know?
Sure. I'm Dr. Yasmin Davidds with a PhD in organizational psychology, and I'm a professional negotiator, and I teach women how to negotiate female style with women's strategies through my Women Negotiation Institute.
Interesting. So you ended the last sentence with female style. That's very interesting.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Well, for the most part now, I'm stereotyping here, men are very competitive when it comes to negotiation. It's a game, it's about winning. And for women, we're very collaborative. It's not about winning, it's about everybody winning. And it's about how can we all, be inclusive of everyone. So the strategies that I teach women is how to negotiate and counter the competitive and how to turn the competitive into a collaborative.
So it's more about being a team player than being a ball hog.
Being a team player and then turning team members to more cooperative once you're all together. So it's kind of the influence without authority.
Well, that answer makes total sense now that I think about it. Females I've worked with, in my life and everything like that. So what led you to become a professional negotiator?
I actually have always been about empowering women, and I've written a few books on empowering women. And then about 7 years ago, I was approached by Dr. Harris, which is the creator of the most successful corporate negotiation training company in the world. And he said, I want to recruit you, I want to teach you, and I want you to run Latin America for me. So I learned all the strategies from him, and I went into Latin America in 22 countries. I taught executives and women and men how to negotiate. Then I realized that these strategies were not working for women. So I told Dr. Karras, we need to do something for women. He said, I'm not interested. So he was almost 90.
Okay.
So I said, okay, he's very old school. So I canceled my contract and launched my own.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
2011, so it's only been 2 years. As far as the Institute, I graduated about 1,000 women already.
Wow. Now that's your institute in California?
Yes.
Okay. Any plans of expansion?
Probably. I want to grow slowly so I can sustain it. I want to be sustainable. I'm a little afraid of growing too fast and not being able to sustain it because I have to train women. Not just anyone can teach this course.
Exactly.
So it's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm doing a facilitator training program I'm creating right now to be able to develop them.
Okay. So would women maybe also be able to join online?
Yes, that's another option that we're thinking about doing, and a lot of women have been asking for that. So definitely I have a few webinars, so those have worked well, and maybe an online kind of program.
Okay. So everyone, YasminDavidds.com. Check her out. That's where you can find all this good stuff. So we're just going to keep talking some more. So what's the hardest part about what you do?
I think the most difficult part is having people understand and accept the fact that men and women negotiate differently. A lot of people say, why do you have a separate class just for women? You're doing a disservice to them. That's not the real world. Well, what people don't understand is that women learn differently than men. Women need a safe environment to take risks. Therefore, they learn the strategies, they take the risks in the class, and they go out to the real world, they can implement. They don't take those risks out in the real world unless they have practice usually. Men just go out and do it, and if they fail, they just pretend never happened.
Because with men, it's a gamble, right?
Yeah, 50-50 always.
Las Vegas wasn't made by no woman.
Exactly. No, it's true. And men, it's going after pursuing a woman, same thing, 50-50. You don't know if you're going to get her or not, but you pursue. It's a game, that's the thrill. With women, rejection is like rejection personally. We take it very difficult.
Okay.
So they won't, if it's men and women in a negotiation class, women won't take as many risks as men and making offers and stuff. So they don't really maximize the experience.
So do you feel with your coaching it kind of strengthens their
Yes, it gives them confidence to be able to step up, because I make a very supportive environment, and all the women signed a confidentiality agreement. Whatever happens in there stays in there, because some women end up breaking through barriers.
Totally.
So so it's a very safe environment, and then I kind of push women, of course, never more than they want, but if they negotiate, like basically telling them, okay, why don't you ask for more here, and why are you not doing this? And so it allows them to be able to explore, because it's identity work for women.
Exactly.
It's internal work. For men, it's a skill. For women, it's identity work.
So how long is your course?
I have a 1-day boot camp.
Okay.
And then I have a 2-day and a 3-day.
Okay, so the longest is 3 days.
3 days.
Now
Yes.
is that so from the day 1 to 2 to 3, do they like graduate on the third?
Yes.
So,
They graduate on the
it's
3rd
3
day.
phases.
Yes.
All right, good to know. Good to know. Now, a little bit of research that I did about you, because I have to look you up.
Of course,
make
of
sure
course.
You're legit.
All the good stuff is true.
All the good
All
stuff.
the bad stuff never happened.
Yeah, I don't know those people. Because you wear many hats, and that's one of the things I admire about you, because that's one of the things that I wear many hats. Some fit, some don't.
Yes.
But one thing that resonated amongst all the great things that you do is that you not only inspire women, but you inspire men as well. So I want to know what inspires you.
What inspires me is when I'm able to sit back and watch young women or men take those risks and grow and see them reach a different level. It's like my babies are growing up. It's like I don't even have to know them. It's just knowing that they're growing as individuals, and to me that's freedom. Growth is freedom, internal freedom, emotional freedom from the inhibitions that society imposes on you. So I think the greatest reward is it's never about me being on stage. It's me being able to see those that I've taught on stage, and being able for them to be able to talk about their experience and see the freedom that they have internally. That's what inspires me the most. And the only celebrity who's ever inspired me is Oprah.
Okay.
My entire life. Other than that, I've had no one else.
That's interesting.
Well, because she's a survivor.
Yes.
And I'm a survivor, and my thing is she made it even though she put her story out there. I put my story out there too. So she's the only role model that I can look at and say, she was respected even though she put her story out there.
Yeah, and she did it her way.
Exactly.
Yeah, she did it her way. And man.
Exactly. The man to tell her, and the thing is that's another kind of perception that men have, that I'm a feminazi or something, like man hater.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like I adore men. They're like my brothers, my friends, my cousins, and everything. It's not about, you don't have to put one down to bring one up. Mm-hmm. You don't have to put men down to bring women up. My philosophy is whatever men want to join us. If you don't, then step aside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like in other words, we're not going to just don't get in our way.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is to get rolled over?
Well, I guess.
That's what I say. But I don't stop. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm a
me either.
man.
No, me either. I don't stop either. But it comes from a place of love and wanting to.
Definitely. So you and I talked briefly about this off camera and everything like that. So I'm bringing you guys into our little conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What's the importance of diversity in the workforce? Because you deal across a lot of different industries.
Yes.
So what's the importance of diversity in the workforce?
I think it's extremely important, because what I see is that unless people see some of their own, they don't feel as comfortable. Therefore, they don't maximize their potential at work. And feeling inclusive, feeling part of a network, a family, a company is so important to be able to take those risks and be innovative. And innovation is key for the future. And I think that it's important for people to feel that, and for companies to see that they are diversifying in what do you call it, in the mindset also, because these are products and services that are catering to minorities or to Latinos, African Americans, and they need to be able to have people of their own be able to say, this is going to work, this is not going to work. They're different perspectives. There's no possible way that I can ever know or experience what an African American woman or African American man experiences. Just like no one can understand me coming from immigrant, parents that at 8 years old I was filling out their applications because they don't speak English, and just that kind of stuff. So I think it's vital, and the companies that do diversify, they're going to have the competitive advantage in the future.
Exactly. And plus, we're dealing with a generation now that doesn't really think about race. they think of more of a generation.
Yes.
You know, so it's like either we get on board with this type of new thinking because they're going to be running these companies.
Exactly.
Okay, you know, we're going to try to get our clients, or you know, vice
We either
versa.
step up or step out.
Exactly. Roll with it or get rolled over.
Yeah, there you go. No, it's true, and it's the reality of the situation.
Yeah. So, and I guess my whole thing, and you know, purpose behind Differenter and you know, 24/7 Differenter, is that the thinking needs to change and it needs to like kind of speed up. We need to catch up.
You're right.
You know, because unfortunately there are industries that have not caught up yet.
Yes.
And it's 2013.
I know.
You know, people get mad at Cheerios commercials
But
because
think
it's a
about it.
mixed race
They're
couple.
resisting as much as they could
Oh, they are.
because they're resisting change because they're not comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we're coming whether you like it or not. So,
Exactly.
you know, but they're saying,
52% Latinos out there.
you know what they're saying? Well, we'll stop it as much as we can before we absolutely have to.
Exactly. So what's next for Dr. Yasmin Davidds?
Well, I have many things that are going on, but one of my probably favorite is the first ever Latina Global Executive Leadership Program that I'm launching with the USC School of Business this October, bringing top 25 Latina corporate managers for a one-year development program that corporations are going to sponsor. They don't know yet, but they're going to sponsor.
Oh, interesting. Very.
Well, a few do, but you know, I still have to reach the rest. Well, they're telling me they need to develop Latina talent. They don't know what to do with them. They don't know where to send them. So they bring me in to help, but I need to create a program so they can all send them there instead of me having to go into the different companies.
Exactly. Well, that makes total sense. And it sounds very exciting. And
Yes.
you said it's going to be a year long?
Yes, it's going to be a 4-day intense to start, and then one Saturday a month for 11 months, and then they graduate.
Okay. And they can still find all this information when it comes public
Yes.
on YasminDavidds.com.
Yes.
All right. So the $1 million question that we always ask everyone is, what makes you differenter? So what makes Dr. Yasmin Davidds differenter?
I would have to say that I am literally living my life purpose and passion that I've had since I was 5 years old. I told my mom I was going to change the world and make it better for women when I was 5 because I saw so much kind of sexism at home. My father was very sexist. So I said it wasn't fair and I didn't think it was fair. I'm going to change it, Mommy. I'm going to change it. And everything I've done since then has been towards the empowerment of women.
Awesome. Well, you guys have it. There it is. Dr. Yasmin Davidds, one of the best that ever did it and is doing it right now. So definitely check her out on Twitter. Check her out on Facebook, right here.
YasminDavidds.com.
Yep, check her out. And you know, if you're interested in this program that she's in, definitely go to this website and check her out. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for
'cause
having
you are
me.
amazing. Thank you for brightening up our day in this
Aw.
little bit of rain that we're going. So it's like kind of like a sun shower with you.
Oh,
But you know, thank you so much for having us. And once again, you guys know who I am, Kenny Thacker, and we'll catch you on the next episode of 24/7 Differenter.
I'm walking through the field toward your daddy's house. The cotton brushes my legs, my hair, and my blouse. The moon hangs low and full. It shows me